Thanks everyone for coming back for another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. My name's TJ. I have Mac to my left, very upset. Rick is to my right.
Hello.
And in this segment we're going to talk about the RINO Republicans in D.C. They're very upset. Once again they are compelled to lecture us on proper decorum and conduct which is or isn't acceptable.
Because they know better.
They have taken exception to the Let's Go Brandon.
Naturally.
And everyone knows Let's Go Brandon is a substitute for Fornicate Joe Biden. But in any event, you know, here they are lecturing us, and what they don't get is it is as much a swipe on the media as it is anybody.
Right. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, and when you go back to the whole Brandon victory, Brandon Brown I think was his name, from that Talladega race. Oh look, they're cheering for you, Brandon.
Yeah.
When the video is clearly that's not what's being chanted in the video.
It's obvious what they're saying.
So now you got these RINO Republicans. They're not happy, and they're just they're going to lecture us on what is and isn't proper. Last week on Tuesday, from Colorado, there's a representative with the last name of Boebert, B-O-E-B-E-R-T, an attractive-looking young lady, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Shame on me for noticing.
Is she a Democrat?
She's a Republican.
Oh, Republican. Okay. I was going to say, if she's a Democrat, that's very rare for them to be good looking.
Well,
Yeah.
what we have here is a picture of her wearing a dress. And it is a red dress with white lettering that says, Let's Go Brandon.
I like it.
And here's the thing. You know, the Let's Go Brandon, it's mocking Biden, it's mocking the media. But she also did it to mock AOC.
Good.
Because you got AOC's Tax the Rich dress, that white dress with the red lettering.
AOC is extremely... In fact, I think she came out in Forbes magazine in the top 2 of the most mockable people in America.
Which, it's easy. Yeah.
Well,
Walks right into them.
And one of the dirty little secrets on the AOC dress was that was a very expensive dress.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
So you know, she's wearing this very expensive dress, and the rich need to be taxed according to her dress.
Yeah.
But in any event, you know, the RINOs, you know, they're taking exception to the Let's Go Brandon, the tisk. How dare she wear that on her dress? As far as Representative Boebert.
Well, we're not honoring the office of the presidency like those same Never Trumper and RINOs did the entire time Donald Trump was president.
For 4 years.
When they tried to help him, when they lied, and John McCain at POS, may he burn in hell as far as I'm concerned, because he was a traitor to this country. Yeah. He was never a hero. People will say that, well, you know, Benedict Arnold was a traitor. Long before Benedict Arnold was a traitor, Benedict Arnold was a hero, a big-time hero for this country. So once a hero, you don't stay a hero. It's what you do in the end that counts, and McCain was a traitor. And they didn't mind doing all the stuff they did to sink Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep. But now we need to be morally better.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and I always like, you know, they always like to take the high road, you know, the high road to piety. You know, they would sooner align with liars and cheaters. I mean, on their high road to piety.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm compelled to throw in the stunt Lincoln Project tried to pull on Glenn Youngkin right before the election last week.
Trying to sink the people you vote for.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are not your friend. No. They are your enemy. They'd be lucky to have apple piety.
Yep. Well, what I'm talking about is this, and I don't know how they thought this was going to work, but
pumpkin pie.
That tiki torch event where they were wearing, I think it was khaki pants, white shirt. They had the tiki torches,
tiki torches,
and it was somehow supposed to insinuate that Glenn Youngkin represented white supremacy, you know, and you know, you got the Lincoln Project doing this, and supposedly this is being done out of, you know, because of their high moral fiber. I don't get it. I need someone to explain to me what their rationale.
Yeah, nothing.
You
nothing
know?
That's
well, I think largely they're cowards. They wet their bed at any kind of controversy. What they do undercover. They do behind the scenes. They're little backstabbing female pups.
Big
I don't respect any of them.
Big sneaks.
If you use the word high road anymore, that makes you my enemy anymore.
Yep.
Just hearing those words makes you my enemy.
Well, in any event, let's see if I can find it. You had Senator Roger Marshall, Republican from Kansas. I don't support that type of language. I don't think
what language?
Yeah.
I don't think it's very respectful. I wish it would stop. John Thune, I'm just not a fan of that. Let's see, Roy Blunt. He's not inclined to participate in that kind of thing.
Here's the thing. If they were talking about the phrase F Joe Biden, I might agree. I don't like it. I don't see any good in it.
Yeah.
You know, vote the way you're going to vote. Do what you're going to do to change this country. But the F Joe Biden doesn't really get us anywhere.
No.
And here, Senator Mike Braun, he says, regardless of what you think of style or delivery, there's a lot to be frustrated with. I'm one that's more or less. I'm one that's more for less histrionics and more solutions. But I see why people are frustrated.
Thanks God for throwing us a bone.
Yeah.
He sees why we're frustrated.
Well, in any event, you know, and I'll go back to when I originally voted for Trump. I voted because I wanted a fighter. I wanted to, and everyone knew Trump had no issue at all fighting in the gutter.
Yeah, because we really came off a very weak, very, very weak George W. Bush.
Mm.
Well,
this man would not stick up for himself, right or wrong.
Nope,
he just didn't do it. Now he's hanging all over Michael Obama, and can't get enough of those people. So he really shows where he came from.
I will always say Romney paved the way for Trump.
Yes.
Because Romney was we should have had that election, and Romney's pussyfooting around, half-stepping, not wanting to fight the fight.
Yep.
It so infuriated my ilk.
Our ilk.
Our ilk.
And I'll tell you who really threw the knockout punch in that whole election was that weak-ass fat boy from New Jersey. His name escapes me at the moment.
You talking the governor?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I know who you're talking about, and I forgive us for not remembering.
We're 62.
The ex-governor of New Jersey who hugged Obama.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gee, shame on us for forgetting his name. So much for our
It'll be popping up here in a second.
I'm sure someone will tell us in the comments section. So, in any event, that's all I got. You know, the RINOs are telling us tisk, tisk, and they can get bent.
Yeah.
All right, so whatever. That's all I got.
Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. George W. Bush.
All right. Okay, so that's it. We'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks a lot, and put out the word as we try to get to our 1,000 mark. Man, we're getting so close, it's getting scary now.
Let me say one thing about that. YouTube doesn't want us to get to 1,000. YouTube wants us to quit.
Yeah, they made that pretty clear.
Yeah.
Unlike RINOs, we're not quitting.
No, go back down. Stand up for yourself.
So anyways, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.